Government slashes corporate tax for domestic companies and other top stories of the day. Hi, I'm Prabjot Kaur and welcome to the Daily News Bulletin of Jagran English. Let's begin with the first big story of the day. The government today reduced corporate tax on domestic firms in a bid to boost the sluggish economy, hurt by slowing demand across sectors, especially manufacturing, that is among the highest contributors to the gross domestic product. The major announcement gave the markets a field day with Sensex surging over 1600 points and Nifty climbing above 10,900 mark after days of choppy trading. The new tax structure will take effect from April 1, 2019 and new companies formed from October 1 will attract a base tax rate of 15% instead of 30%. The super rich tax introduced in Sitharaman's maiden budget on July 5th by way of a higher surcharge on income shall not apply on capital gains arising on sale of equity shares in a company or business that is liable to pay securities transaction tax. With a maiden budget seemingly failing to address issues facing the economy and doing little to bolster growth that has slowed to a 6-year low and check unemployment that has risen to a 45-year high, Sitharaman has over the past 1 month announced measures in 3 tranches for different sectors of the economy including automobiles, banks and real estate. India's GDP growth slowed for the 5th consecutive quarter in April to June 2019 to 5%, the lowest in 6 years. This was on the back of faltering domestic demand with both private consumption and investment proving lackluster. Former Union Minister Swami Chinmayanand, accused of rape by a law student, was arrested on Friday. The BJP leader was arrested by the Special Investigation Team of Uttar Pradesh Police from his residence Divya Dham amid heavy security deployment. He was later sent to 14-day judicial custody by a court. The woman, who is a postgraduate student at one of the colleges run by Chinmayanand's organization, has alleged that she was raped and physically exploited for a year by the former union minister. The case is being investigated by SIT set up by Uttar Pradesh Police on the directions of the Supreme Court. Chinmayanand, who was admitted to the medical college here on Wednesday, was referred to King George's Medical University in Lucknow. But he chose to return to his residence on Thursday and get Ayurvedic treatment there, according to his counsel Om Singh. The Indian Space Research Organisation is racing against time as its attempt to establish contact with lander Vikram, which lost contact with the ground station on September 7 while attempting to soft land on the lunar surface. The premier space agency has to establish contact with the lander before September 21st because after that the moon region will enter into a lunar night, making it impossible for the lander to get any sunlight to generate power for its working. Vikram lander with rover Pragyan housed inside it had lost communication with ground station on September 7 during its final descent just 2.1 km above the lunar surface. With this, I conclude the Daily News Bulletin for today. We will be back tomorrow with more big stories of the day. You can log on to english.jagran.com to catch all the development of the day. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube. Thank you and goodbye.